Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Hydrology 9 NX dab of the day. Today is 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Today is Sunday. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to the Senior Stoner family. Hit that subscribe button and send a like and any comments my way. Truly appreciated. Unfortunately, I've been ringing in 4th of July with incredible pain, incredible physical pain. I have a spear, hot spear from inside here to outside there. It's just incredible. So I researched, and I always look for topics, and I look at things to talk about, and I wanted to talk about my pain and how people can get through pain. And as I'm reading, I read that even though the human body is a great thing, and it regulates itself, it maintains things fairly well, it has a sophisticated system that warns us. That's right, when wear and tear happens, the body feels pain. That's the manifestation. Well, our emotional health, unfortunately, gets far less attention. You see a cut in a hand unattended can get infected. We know it for a fact, so we don't allow it to happen. We clean it, bandage it, if it's bad enough, you go to a doctor. What about a heartbreak? What about a disappointment? Boy, we allow those to fester. We'll go out of our way to pretend there's no injury. And when the emotional injury worsens or spreads to other areas of our lives, we'll ignore that too. But we need to know the facts. And the facts are that in many ways, emotional pain is more challenging than physical pain. I live in chronic, intractable, horrible physical pain. But I feel so bad for those of us out there who live in chronic, intractable, emotional pain. Let's discuss some ways in which emotional pain can be worse. Well, it's repetitive. Emotional pain can be relived over and over again at the same intensity without lessening any symptoms, and often the more you obsess about the particular emotional pain, the worse it gets. Cause unknown. Physical pain usually has a clear cause. You hurt yourself. Something's wrong inside, and you can have a test to find out what. Emotional pain can be a cloudy thing full of twists and tangles, and it's going to hamper the identification of a root cause. Emotional pain has longevity because sadness endures. A broken arm will be healed after a few months, but a broken heart can seem endless. There's a degree of self-anger, self-recrimination that happens when emotional pain takes place. With the body, we accept the illness or the distress. They're part of the human life. But we think we're supposed to be exempt, I think, from emotional pain. And when we experience it, we get angry at ourselves for some vaguely perceived lack of gumption or toughness. So, self-recrimination has never kept an arm from healing, but it's done more than its fair share against our souls and our true beings. Emotional pain has a heavy shadow. It brings an omnipresent, invisible cloud, a shroud, let's call it. Physical pain tends to elicit immediate sympathy from yourself, but we believe our emotional pain carries with it a stigma or an expiration date. Grief shouldn't last that long. Heartbreak is unseemly unless you're putting on a brave face. Disappointment is commensurate with how badly you wanted something yet failed to achieve it due to your own deficiencies. Those are the wrong ways to think. The heavy, invisible weights that we think others pile atop our mental, emotional pains, they delay everything. or they completely derail our healing. So, outside of a contagious illness, physical pain usually is limited to yourself. There's transference with emotional pain. It's readily transferred to others, and it occurs via a number of mechanisms. The most common is called displacement, where we transfer negative feeling to someone or something rather than confront the initial cause. And if we were to confront the initial cause, we might have healed quicker or avoided injury altogether. Emotional pain is so difficult to get a handle on, whereas if you hurt your back, you can put a brace on, get your medicine, get a procedure. Anticipation, the dread of the needle as it approaches, but once the poke is done, it's done. If I go to the surgical center, once I have it done, I come out of that. Well, guess what? The anticipation of emotional pain, say a breakup with a lover or falling out with a friend, can create lengthy states of unease leading up to the anticipated pain. Then it reinforces you in pain again, days, months, or even years after the event took place. Emotional pain is very unpredictable, can strike, flare up, or reoccur at any time, even on days when you feel emotionally secure. Something super tiny, take it from me, will trigger the emotional outbreak. Something so unrelated to the original cause that even a clear summer day, you're blindsided. You see, phantom pain, the pain you feel might not even be your own. Remember, empathy, compassion, human decency, all of those can tune us into the emotional pain of others, leaving us hurt, confused, and fearful until those feelings pass. The strangest way I think that emotional pain is worse than physical pain is the addictive quality of feeling bad. It's addictive. Yes, that's right. Some people enjoy physical pain, but those people are way outnumbered by those who receive a strange form of comfort from emotional distress, because they get sympathies of others. That's an extreme case. And that type of person has a tendency to somehow move from one emotional distress, fix it, to another emotional distress, fix it, to another emotional distress, because they're getting somehow what they need from their audience. Because emotional pain is invisible, it's like air. It's present, but something we don't need to think about. We expect it to be kind of nebulous and not affect every aspect of our lives, jobs, relationships, and our day-to-day actions we take. But the societal drive, this is society's expectations, lead people to feel shame and inadequate when emotional pain grips them and cannot be shaken off. And it exacerbates that person's already unstable situation. You see, no one shakes off a broken arm, a cut arm, a broken rib, or other physical health issues. And unfortunately, emotional pain is left untreated much too often. Again, it's seen as a societal sign of weakness. We try to find ways to try to bury or hide our pain, our emotional pain. And that does nothing but increase stress levels, which does nothing except increase physical pain. It's amazing that with all the science and everything we got going on, people understand bodies and minds and all the types of things you can get done to help yourself. Boy, I gotta tell you, there's no shame in needing to heal. There's no shame in understanding you have an emotional, mental, or spiritual problem and need assistance. By golly, knowing that will help you heal. You also have to remember physical pain is usually pinpointable. My jaw hurts, both sides, left and right. My elbow hurts. Well, it is very easy to identify. Well, guess what? Emotional pain seeps outward to every corner of your body, fingertips to toe tips. Emotional distress can cause headaches, backaches, digestive problems, sleep problems, attention disorders, sexual frustrations. Pain is essentially everywhere all the time. And unless there's healing, it's going to continue. You must remember, pain is pain. Emotional pain is as real as physical pain. It's a product of external damage just as much as a cut finger. Everyone experiences emotional pain. Everyone heals in a different way and at a different rate. So when we free ourselves from the illusion that we're supposed to be strong when it comes to emotional distress, or that emotional pain is all in the mind, then we'll allow ourselves to be human instead of cardboard cutouts, literally. Because the saddest way that emotional pain is worse than physical pain is that we can have emotional pain alone, when honestly, it heals tremendously faster when we have it in the company of our loved ones and others. Emotional pain, it's amazing because we just don't think about it. You know, I'm bent over, hunched over with internal pain all over my body, and I say to myself, oh my God. But then you know what I said to myself? Wait a second. What about the other parts? It gives me goose pimples, because that's what you have to think about in these situations. If you're in physical pain, it can lead you to terrible emotional pain. I'm there, I've been there, I understand it, and when I started reading about it, by golly, it's not even a horse race. Emotional pain might win out as the worst kind of pain you can have. Who knew? Okay, everybody, here we go. If it's charged. Aha, here we go. We're doing it on light blue, teal, whatever that color is called. And as soon as it's smoking, we'll be taking our hit from our Cloudiest 9 Hydrology NX. Looks like it's getting ready. Here we go. Cheers. Smooth and filtered. Tastes really good and strong. Delicious. Hope you all enjoyed today's discussion or benefit from it. If you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Send me a like, and I love the comments. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Let's get a handle on that emotional pain. Cheers.